Hey guys, Chris again and welcome back. Today I am just in with a kind of round off of January for me. I haven't done one of these videos for a while, so today is my January favourites. I haven't really left the house this month, which is maybe the same for a lot of people, especially here in the UK. Scotland are on a really strict lockdown right now, so we don't have any shops open, we have no bars, no restaurants. Nothing is open. I can't see my friends, I can't see my family. So a lot of the items you're going to see in today's video is generally stuff that have been used by me this month. And there's not a lot, but I want to hopefully continue this series every month and we will see a change as restrictions ease. That's the theory. Let's kick off with skincare. As I came up to 30, I just wanted to make sure that I had the best products for my skin type. Enter two new companies that I love. The first one is one that I use every single day and it is called Aesop. I think I must have went to Aesop midway through last year after receiving a little sample of a moisturiser, which I found done wonders for my skin and I wanted to purchase it. So this is the Seeking Silence Facial Hydrator. But this moisturiser, it had a slight vanilla kind of scent to it, but it is so hydrating. Like I can't even begin to explain how nice this is. So I use this as a daily moisturiser every single day without fail. I also introduced a cleansing and a toning routine. Now a lot of people are going to be thinking like, duh, that's a no-brainer, you should already do this. I didn't really do it. I didn't stick to some sort of routine. Going through my little consultation with the store assistant at Aesop, we had sort of come up with a regime of using the Gentle Face Cleanser, which is this one here. This is the Gentle Facial Cleansing Milk. So I use this to cleanse, and then also the Parsley Seed Toner to tone. And those two products together, along with that moisturiser, have done my skin wonders. I've never ever had my skin feel so firm and so smooth. So that has really helped. Now also on top of that as well, I also was introduced to the Ordinary. I was recommended or influenced this product by a beauty blogger. Never in my life had I heard of a hyaluronic acid. So I purchased that, having the cleanse, tone, hyaluronic acid and then moisturise process. Oh my days, it is incredible. So I use the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. It is so inexpensive and the benefits that I've felt from this are incredible. Like I genuinely, for my skin type, this has been a godsend. So what I do is after I've cleansed and toned, I take 2 drops of this, like 2 full drops, squish it onto my hands and then rub it in. So for my skin, this has been incredible. Now the next item, again still from the Ordinary, is a retinol. So again, I'd never really heard of retinol and I still don't really know a lot about it, but I know that it helps with anti-aging and all that lovely stuff that we need to help reduce looking older. I initially purchased retinol when I was in Australia this year. I have kind of ran its course of a 0.2, I'm sure it was 0.2% retinol, which was a really basic introductory, like, let's get you introduced to retinol. We're now at 1% retinol, which I'm hoping doesn't have an adverse effect on my skin. But again, I use this once a week, just all over my skin on a Sunday night, and it just sits there. I know that it prevents fine lines, or helps treat fine lines, which I have noticed quite a bit around my eyes, which has been good. But as I said, for my skin type, dry, like really dry, sensitive skin, all of these products have worked wonders for me in January. So those are something that I would highly recommend. So staying on the point that I haven't left the house much this month, I have had to adapt and adjust my surroundings just to kind of make me feel a little bit happier. So I kind of feel that being stuck in the house, my mood has been a little up and down, which again I think is natural. Everyone's been going through this. So what I've been trying to do is make the spaces a little bit more happy and a little bit more enjoyable to actually be in. So that my office, I have completely transformed my office into a really bright space, and I've added loads of little knickknacks, and two in particular that I'm going to talk about. So the first item, it's actually from a business that I know on Instagram. She's an incredible woman called Naomi, and she owns a company called The Little Peanut, which I will pop all the information there. I have bought stuff from her consistently for the last year because I just think her products are so good. And one range in particular that oh my god, I'm obsessed with, I literally have one of these in every size, is her Naked Lady range. So I don't know why, but I love the Naked Lady statues and ornaments. So she released these ornaments in small, medium, or medium large, and then extra large, I'm sure it is. Yeah, medium large, extra large it goes. This is the extra large, and she is big. Now I keep this in my office, which I'll pop a little picture here. I just think it goes really well with the aesthetic and it just looks really nice. Naomi has done an incredible job with these. It comes in black, white, and also a kind of granite material, which is a little bit rough and textured. So that's Naomi and the Little Peanut. The second item, I ordered two of these when I bought these at the start of the month. But if you guys know me, I love candles. Like, I am such a candle snob. I don't know why or how this whole candle love started. I mean, I'm glad I did, but it just means that whenever I go somewhere that has a candle section, I literally cannot walk out without a handful of candles. The brand in question is Hobo. They are a candle company. They're based, somewhere in England. I don't know where they are. But anyway, I was in this shop for a little while, and this scent, the oak wood and tobacco scent, this was already in the store. This was the fragrance the store had burning, and oh my god, it was incredible. It is so, so strong. This fragrance in particular, this is my favourite fragrance that I've smelled. It is hands down, it's a winner. So my next section is stationery. This for me is a little bit of a self-promo. If I need to mark this as an ad, this is an ad paid for by me. I am promoting my own product here, something that I have created and that I sell. So if that is an ad, then this is an ad. But if you guys didn't know, I've mentioned this a couple of times online, but I have a small design company. I create graphics, but more recently, I wanted to create a product that I felt really suits obvious prints, and I came up with a range of notepads. I have a few favourites. I mean, all of them I love. These notepads serve different purposes. So my first one, if you are an online shopper, I constantly shop on Amazon, eBay. I just buy loads of stuff. 9 out of 10 times it is for my business, but there is the odd occasion that I'll buy something for myself. It's a surprise because sometimes I forget that I've ordered something. So my first notepad that I created is the shit I bought. Again, I'll leave a closer up picture here because I don't really think you can see the text. But at the top it just says shit I've bought, and the bottom part says, and we'll forget I've bought until it turns up. And this notepad, it just has a little tick box here that I write what I've bought and then tick it off. And this notepad, once I launched it, sold out. So I have ordered a massive restock of these. But that's number one. Number two, this is just a blank notepad. It has the same kind of colours of the shit I've bought notepads. Just really muted, really kind of neutral colours, and my signature blobs that Obvious Prints is kind of working with. And this is just like a little notepad that you can write down loads of random stuff for the day, and it has an affirmation at the bottom just to remind you that you're doing great, and then a fun little doodle that I did. But this is just if you do want to jot down something really quickly. Again, this is a great little pad. This one is probably my favourite one out of the whole range. Purely because me and one of my good friends, we always have these conversations of like, oh my god, I'm so busy. So I wanted to have a kind of play on words with that, and we always use the word tray, as in I am tray busy, like I'm very busy, I'm so important. And I created this notepad. So this is my tray busy notepad, tray, and then at the bottom it just has very, just in case no one knew what that meant. So tray busy and then very at the bottom. Now I love this purely because of the design of it as well. Firstly, it's black, so I love the black aesthetic, and then with all these fun little shapes that kind of go with it as well. It's a really fun notepad. So beforehand, I used this to note down what I wanted to do that day. This was then the replacement of that notepad. This is one that I don't really use that often, but again, it was something that my mum wanted because she likes to split her morning and her afternoon. But this is a DL, or a long rectangle desk pad. This is a to-do list. So she wanted it split into morning and afternoon, so I did that for her. And again, this is a black design, so I kind of love the design so much that I wanted just to make this a permanent product. So this is my to-do list, and it's really big. It's a DL size, which is a rectangle. And last one, again, this is something that's massively helped my focus over the last couple of weeks. And this is my A5, the Daily Focus Planner. What this planner does is it splits your work and your personal life, and you then have times. So you've got 6 AM all the way through to 10 PM. You then at the top have a priority list, a tick box, and then this is actually the older design, so this doesn't actually have the new ones, but the new one just has one big notes box here rather than two. So if we take that out, you just have one large notes part at the bottom. And this was a godsend for helping me plan my days, because there was days where I would have my day job and then my night job, and then like this week that I'm off, I then have everything to focus on, life and work. Once I go back to normal, I think this will be great for me. So that's the big A5 desk pad that I offer. That was just a bit of self-promotion for Obvious Prints. I will leave all the contact information for Obvious Prints below, and also my website if you want to check it out. Moving on to the next section, this kind of ties in stationery and the last category, which is luxury. With this month being a little bit hectic with work, I have relied heavily on my Agenda GM. And I just have everything in here that kind of keeps me organised for the day. I still have my wish list in here that I am yet to go through with you guys. Maybe that could be another video. But I also have my YouTube content planner, so this is where I plan out my YouTube videos. I then have some notes, just some financial stuff, business stuff as well. So this has, again, been great to keep me on track. I kind of fell away from this last year, being on lockdown, and my business wasn't really as busy as it was. I didn't have a massive need for it, but now more so than ever, this, accompanied with all of these notepads, this has just been great. And as I said, I love stationery, so anything luxury and stationery wise, it's a winner for me. My last item in the luxe side of things, and this is only because I got to use it twice this month. Can you believe I got to use a bag twice in lockdown? This, if you've not saw the unboxing video, is my Pochette Voyage from the Monogram Tapestry collection. I got this at Christmas and it's sat up here for so long, having no love. So I had a couple of trips out, which it sounds so silly, but I got to go to the garage because my car had to get serviced. I then had to run a few errands. So this came with me and this was great. Like, it felt really nice carrying a bag. And it's solidified my reasoning behind buying this bag. So this had to be my favourites because it has had zero love since I bought it. And now that I actually got to use it, I cannot wait to use it again. So guys, that is my January favourites video. I hope you found it interesting. One of my goals this year was to be a lot more active on chrisobv.com. So this video is also going to be accompanied by a little blog post. Again, I'll leave the blog post link down below. I would love it if you checked it out. And if you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is at chrisobv. I will link it here and also on the screen and below. If you've enjoyed the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot and it shows me what content you guys like to see. And if you have any questions about any item in particular, please leave them down below and I will get back to you when I can. But thank you for finishing the video and I will see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.